everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com. Here to do your weekly angel card reading for Monday, August 5th through Sunday, August 11th, 2019. For this week's weekly reading, I'll be using the Power Angel Tarot deck by Radley Valentine for the main message for everyone. And your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, will be coming from the messages from your angels deck. Just a reminder that we're in a new month, the month of August. So if you'd like to watch the monthly angel card reading for that month, be sure to go onto my YouTube channel. And that way you can hear the whole overview of the month. Also, just a little reminder that I am now with a new and wonderful website, and the links for that website are below in the comments, as well as links to specific pages that you might find of interest. So please also check that out. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you what your stones of choice are for this week's weekly reading. All right, so the first stone of choice is this beautiful amethyst cluster. Now, amethyst relates to the crown chakra, which is the chakra that helps to open us up to higher awareness or higher messages. And the fact that this is a cluster is also indicative of group work. Whenever we have a cluster like a citrine cluster or a clear quartz cluster, there is this indication of the group work because of the many different points on that cluster crystal. So if you're someone that's working for the good of humanity, or in a group at work, or even in a group at home to better your home situation, this might be the stone of choice for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the second stone, and this is a beautiful citrine. Now, this is actually a cut and polished citrine stone, so it's very clear, it's very pure. And citrine has that golden yellow color that relates to the solar plexus chakra. So this is our center of personal power. This is our center where we are confident and courageous, and where we take our power back, or again, own our power, or just empower ourselves. It's also indicative of wealth and financial abundance and prosperity with that citrine. And then your last stone of choice is a beautiful blue kyanite, a little kind of a mini wand. And the blue kyanite is going to relate to the throat chakra. So this is where we speak our truth with authenticity, with openness, with honesty, and even with compassion. This can also be a stone that relates to the ear chakras. So this can be about our clairaudience ability. And going back to the throat chakra, this can be channeling higher information through that throat chakra, or just speaking in general and communicating with others, again, in that very clear and authentic way. So again, your stones of choice are the amethyst cluster, the citrine, or the blue kyanite. So let's talk about the astrology for this week. I feel really positive and good about this energy this week because on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday we have some very positive astrological configurations. We start out on Tuesday and going into Wednesday, the 6th and the 7th, with the sun, which is how we shine our light. And the sun rules our personality, it rules our ego self, it rules our confidence. And it's in Leo right now. Leo's a fire sign. Leo's very passionate and very confident in and of itself. Leo rules leadership ability, take charge ability, and all forms of creative self-expression. And so the sun in Leo is in a positive connection with Jupiter, the planet of abundance, prosperity, blessings, expansion, in the sign of Sagittarius, another fire sign. So this is, again, a very positive indication that there's some sort of blessings, some sort of gifts, some sort of maybe promotion, something that's coming our way that's very beneficial because, again, the sun in this shining its light through this fire sign of Leo, which is the original ruling sign, by the way, of the sun. The sun naturally rules Leo in the zodiac, so it's strongest in this sign. And then again, it's connecting with Jupiter, this wonderful planet of blessings, in a very positive way. And then on Thursday the 8th, it's now Venus's turn to connect with Jupiter. So Venus is also in Leo. Venus rules love and relationships, finances, money, our personal resources, our values, and it rules the divine feminine energy. Now, interestingly enough, Jupiter is considered by astrologers to be the great benefic. Again, meaning it's the great planet of blessings. It's the largest planet in our solar system. And therefore, again, it brings these great blessings into our lives. Now, Venus is considered the lesser benefic. And it doesn't mean she's less than or not as good as. It just means that she's also a planet of blessings, but to just a slightly less extent than Jupiter. Jupiter's the biggest planet, so he's the great benefic. Venus is the lesser benefic, but they're both these planets that bring benefits and blessings into our lives when they're positively configured or connecting in a positive way to something in our charts. Now, again, on Thursday the 8th, they positively connect to one another. So not only do we have the Sun connecting positively to Jupiter, but then we have Venus following it up on Thursday with this positive connection. And so there's a lot of wonderful energies here in the first half to just over half of the week. On Sunday the 11th is when we have everything else happening. On Sunday the 11th, we have Jupiter turning back to direct motion at 14 degrees of Sagittarius. So that means that when the Sun and Venus are connecting with Jupiter earlier in the week, Jupiter is coming to a standstill. He's coming to his stationary point, which intensifies his energies. And when a planet goes retrograde, let me just reference this for a moment. When a planet goes to retrograde motion, like Mercury retrograde, it internalizes the energy of what that planet is all about and through the lens of whatever sign it happens to be in. So, for instance, when Mercury goes retrograde and Mercury rules our thoughts and our beliefs and, the mental realm, it internalizes that energy to where we're working with that on a more inner level rather than an outer level or in the environment, which is, again, the outer. So here we've had Jupiter in retrograde motion for quite some time now. So it's been internalizing and asking us to look at our belief systems, which Jupiter rules, and to find the blessings within ourselves. So rather than the blessings being external, they were internal for quite some time, or we were needing to find, again, the blessings within ourselves, our own inner joy, our own inner happiness, our own inner positivity, the growth and expansion on an inner level. Now Jupiter's turning back to direct motion on Sunday the 11th. This is going to now give a kind of a pop of energy, if you will, as it's turning back to direct motion to start to allow us to experience these blessings of prosperity and abundance and growth and expansion on an outer level now, on an external level. So if there's been projects or things you've been working on, if you've been maybe looking towards a new career path, or you've been trying to create some sort of financial security in your life, or something going on within a relationship that you've been working on, and especially in regards to your belief systems, since Jupiter rules our belief systems. Now, whatever these blessings are about that we've been working towards or trying to gain or trying to manifest, they can now start to manifest as Jupiter turns to direct motion. One thing to remember is because Jupiter is the planet of expansion, that we can just as easily expand into negative energy or fear energy or anxiety energy as we can expand into the abundance and prosperity and positive energy. So you want to make sure and check in with your belief systems as far as, do I believe this to be my truth? Do I believe that this can happen? Do I believe in miracles? Do I believe that I can have what it is that I desire in my life? Because if you keep your beliefs in that positive frame of reference, then the blessings that are going to expand in your life are going to be those of a positive nature. Also on Sunday the 11th, we have Mercury, the planet, again, of the mind, the mental realm, our thoughts, our ideas, and how we communicate both with ourselves and with other people, is now moving out of Cancer and back into Leo. So a few weeks ago, Mercury went into Leo, and it went all the way to 4 degrees of Leo before it went retrograde. And then we had this big retrograde cycle. Mercury went back into Cancer for a time, bringing up home and family issues that we needed to kind of go over again with people, communicate work out with other people that are in our lives, especially those within our home and family or that we have close associations with. Now on Sunday the 11th of August, Mercury goes back into Leo, so it's almost out of its shadow period. The shadow period lasts until Mercury passes that degree, which is 4 degrees in this case, where it went retrograde in the first place. So just a few degrees here that we have to get through, a few days, for Mercury to get out of its shadow. So what this means is, as Mercury goes into Leo, there still might be things we're working out within ourselves or with other people on a communication level. So we might be still bouncing around ideas or exchanging thoughts with other people. Maybe it's in business or career. Maybe it's within home and family stuff. You know, Leo is very creative, so definitely about our creative projects as far as things we've been working on ourselves. But if there's any miscommunication or people that you need to connect with to clear the air, the next few days is going to be a time period to really do that until Mercury moves out of its shadow. Mercury will be in Leo, by the way, until August 29th. So it doesn't stay in this creative fire sign for long. From the 11th of August till the 29th of August, and then he'll be moving into the next sign of the zodiac, which is Virgo. Also on Sunday the 11th, Uranus is going to retrograde motion. So it's interesting because on Sunday, Jupiter's going back to direct motion after it's been retrograde for a long while. Uranus is now turning to retrograde motion after being in direct motion for a while. Now Uranus is the Great Awakener. He deals with sudden, unexpected, strange, unusual, freedom, change, redirection. All of those things Uranus rules. He'll go retrograde at 6 degrees of Taurus, and he'll be retrograde for a really long time until after January 2020. So we have the rest of this year with Uranus being retrograde. So it's going to be mostly felt on or around this day, Sunday the 11th, that we feel that intensity kind of bubble up and rise up as it's switching directions. So this might indicate more chaotic energies in our lives, more of this idea or sense of wanting to break free of something or feel freedom in some way, shape, or form. It's more likely to cause a redirection, a sudden and unexpected change of direction, or sudden and unexpected decision that we make that we weren't foreseeing. Uranus can also bring electrical kinds of energies to where we might have trouble meditating or trouble sleeping because of its high, intense electrical kind of energy. Uranus is also the ruler of the God mind energy. So it rules kind of that universal God mind. So our ability to know things, our ability to channel information, our ability to receive messages from the higher realms and our master guides and teachers of the light, that's going to be stronger as well. So even if you might have a little bit of a tough time focusing in meditation, I would suggest to do so around that time and allow messages to flow through. Maybe you use automatic writing, writing as you're meditating, jotting down messages or insights that you get. Maybe you have divination cards or angel cards that you want to use to receive messages, but it's going to be really strong on and around that time as Uranus turns to retrograde motion. All right, so let's go ahead and see what messages we have from our angels and guides. Now, you can see I have 5 cards here. Normally I try to pick 3 cards. Oftentimes we have, double cards coming out, which is the case here this week. So we start out in the beginning of the week with the Queen of Gabrielle. This is like the Queen of Fire or the Queen of Rods, or the Queen of Wands, if you will, in the traditional tarot. So the Queen is a feminine influence, and she's in a spiritual suit, so she's very strong, she's very self-assured. At the top it says passionate, charming, brilliant, independent. And this says you can do anything right now. Go after what you want, the ability to attract helpful people. Well, this is really telling with the Sun and Venus both connecting with beneficial Jupiter in the first few days of the week. This is like, take your passion, take your fire, take your confidence, take your creative energies, and go for what you want. Really initiate something. Initiate conversations with other people, initiate your own creative insights and ability to take charge and move forward. I love that this says you can do anything right now, and really anything wonderful can happen right now. Miracles can happen right now with the Sun and Venus connecting with Jupiter. Again, blessings, prosperity, abundance, promotions, financial gifts, other types of gifts coming in with this card. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next card. You can see, though, she's sitting in her throne, very self-assured. But let's go ahead and take a look at the next card and see what further information we can add to that. And we have another fire card, another wand card. And isn't it interesting? Like I said, the Sun, Venus, and Leo, a fire sign. Jupiter and Sagittarius, a fire sign. Mercury at the end of the week moving into Leo, a fire sign. So lots of fire energy here to begin the week. We have the Two of Gabriel, and this says, make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. So the Two of Fire, the number 2 is always about partnerships, relationships, but this is on a spiritual level. So even if it is a romantic relationship, it brings it up to the spiritual level. But this also indicates, friendships, home and family situations, career work situations, people you're working on projects with. This indicates that now's the time to connect with other people, network with other people, work with other people to create and walk towards the vision that you both share. I feel like it's interesting that the Queen to me is like you're doing it yourself. You're standing in the Queen energy and being creative and taking charge and being a leader. But here's an indication that we're also working with other people with the Two of Gabriel. And Gabriel is the archangel that brings forth messages too, by the way. So again, even though blessings can just kind of come in naturally with the astrological configurations, I want to say also to put out your spiritual intentions. Ask Archangel Gabriel, or Gabriel, if you will, for messages and insights. And I feel like that is going to be forthcoming. But so far, this is very positive with that passion, creative, fire, energy here supporting us. The card here in the middle, another fire sign. So 6 of Gabriel, 6 of Wands, 6 of fire. And this is a congratulations card, in the traditional tarot. And it says actually congratulations on the bottom here. It says, congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project, awards, scholarships, or promotions. And we did talk about blessings, and the blessings can come in the form of an award, winning something, being accepted to something, being promoted at work, getting a raise at work, or just kind of moving up in your evolution and growth as a soul. It's almost like your angels and guides are clapping their hands and saying, yay, you went through something, you made it through something, you went through the eclipses of July, you made it through Mercury retrograde, and now it's time to receive the blessings, and it's time to move up in your evolution and growth. And this is like riding to your victory here. We have a man on a horse here, Archangel Gabriel's in the background, and it's like, yes, we're moving forward. We're being victorious, or we are victorious in whatever it is we've been trying to create or move towards or manifest. So very, very positive here so far this week. Let's take a look at the next card here. Okay, we have another queen, but this time we have the Queen of Michael. This is like the Queen of Swords in the traditional tarot. At the top it says brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, and humorous. And, the Queen of Gabriel, which we started out with, she's very creative and passionate and leadership-oriented. The Queen of Michael, also leadership-oriented, but much more logical and analytical and thoughtful in regards to her, thoughts and ideas and communication style. It says at the bottom, you know exactly what to do, the benefit of experience, and a time for your career rather than relationships. So I feel like this is definitely about kind of taking charge in your own mind, so to speak, about what it is you want in your life, whether it be about job or relationship or other situations in your life. The queen, although she's not up there like the king is in charge, basically, but the queen is kind of the right hand of the king, or the queen is the behind the throne, energy or power. She's, power behind the throne, I guess is what I meant to say. So she's a very strong energy too, but she's a feminine, right? The king is masculine, the queen is feminine. But the feminine is allowing and receptive and intuitive and creative. And here she's merging her intuitive capabilities with her logical capabilities and making decisions, making choices in her life to move forward and what she wants and what she needs to do. And she's analyzing things very carefully. And, I feel like, again, with Mercury moving into Leo, that's much more like the Queen of Gabriel or the Queen of Fire. But even so, Mercury in Leo is take charge. Leo is dynamic. Leo is like, let's go after what it is that we want and make it happen. And that's kind of what the Queen of Michael is too. The other thing that catches my attention is it says you know exactly what to do. That reminds me of Uranus moving retrograde or turning retrograde. How I said it's like a opening up of the crown chakra and a downloading of higher information from the God mind, flashes of insight, messages of awareness. So really pay attention to your own thoughts, but sometimes those thoughts can be direct messages from source, from universe, from great spirit, if you will. So a lot of times that clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient, and this is especially claircognizant. Claircognizant is I just know something to be. I know what to do. Let's take a look at the last card to see if we get more information about that queen. Another Michael card, so another swords card, Ace of Michael, Ace of Swords, a new beginning with the aces, but this is a new beginning of how to think, how to perceive, how to believe. So again, it's on the mental level. It says a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress, and clear up communication problems with others. Remember how I said Mercury was just, at the tail end of its shadow period. And so it's a great time to continue to connect with other people that there might have been a misunderstanding with, or that you still need to kind of iron something out with. So this actually speaks to that as well. Clear up communications with other people. So again, a brand new way of thinking, brand new idea, something that you want to take charge and move forward on here with the Ace of Michael associated with the Queens and all these wonderful fire signs. All right, let's take a look at your special message card, depending on your stone of choice. I'm going to take a breath here because I felt like that information was coming through really quickly. So this is the messages from your angels deck. We're just going to kind of slow ourselves down here and shuffle and ask for the message for the amethyst cluster people to show itself. This one's calling my attention. So amethyst cluster people, love it. Oceana, take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. So this is saying, again, just like the Queen of Michael said here, you know exactly what to do. And this to me is saying, trust what you know to be right. Trust what you intuit. Trust what you feel. Trust the flashes of insight or the messages or the guidance that you're receiving, because it's right. And then you have to take action on it. The Queen of Michael, the Queen of Gabriel, they're going to take action. Those are two cards that are, even though it's the divine feminine energy of the Queen, she's going to take action in those positions. So this is something that whatever it is that you know is right for you, because you're in touch with your truth, it's something that you need to move forward with. It's something that you need to initiate, you need to make a decision on, or you need to take action in some way, shape, or form to move forward with something. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so those of you that chose the citrine, let's give this a shuffle here. And this one keeps catching my eye. So citrine people, Serena, I am the angel of abundance. You will receive the money that you need, and God is in charge of how that will happen. So have faith. So they're saying right away that this definitely could be money and finances, which I'm sure a lot of you are happy to hear. This can also be blessings in other ways, blessings other than financial. This can be other people's resources. Maybe somebody comes in to assist you in some way, or volunteer their help, or volunteer their guidance or their wisdom. Maybe this is somebody coming in offering you something or gifting you with something to help you in some way, to help you move forward on your career path. Maybe it's a monetary gift. Maybe it's a gift of, here I have this wonderful, place to live and I want to share it with you, because you're looking for a place to live and you don't, feel like you have the money or finances to do so. That's just one possibility in one situation. So know that, even if you're in this space where, boy, I really desire this abundance and prosperity in a financial way, that there's other ways that the blessings can come. And so be open to however that might show up. Be open to the people that are coming in to assist you, to the messages from your angels and guides, to the aha moments that lead you into a new direction, to a new job, to a new career. Because this is saying that whatever it is you need, that abundance and that prosperity is going to be there for you. Beautiful, wonderful card. Both of those cards so far are wonderful. All right, and so then those of you that chose the blue Kyanite. Blue Kyanite. Okay, this one's calling my attention. Blue Kyanite people. Time out. It says you've been busy. You've been so busy, You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself. So I feel like you all have been expending a lot of energy for a lot of other people or a lot of other situations. Maybe it's your children, maybe it's your significant other, maybe it's your family members, maybe it's towards your career or your job. And this is saying, just like the Queen of Michael and the Queen of Gabriel, it's time to pay attention to what you need, what you want, what you desire. Not that you have to exclude everybody else and what they need and what they want and what they desire. You're still going to be there and helping them. But if you don't help yourself, if you don't take a break for yourself, if you don't give yourself some self-care or pay attention to your needs and wants, you're going to become empty. And when you become empty, you're not going to be able to give anything to any other person or any other circumstance or situation. So this is really saying that you need to take some time for yourself. You need to realize that, maybe you need extra rest. Maybe you need to pay attention to what you're eating. Maybe you need to start, giving yourself a little bit of exercise and movement for your body. Maybe you need to be out in nature, take a relaxing bath, get a massage. All of these things are saying, to take care of yourself in this situation, in this moment, and what's been happening. Again, the eclipses of July maybe rocked you off your center. Maybe they initiated some changes. Maybe it brought about some endings and completions. And so now is the time to kind of rest and rejuvenate and take care of the self. All right, so I hope everyone has liked this weekly angel card reading. Again, make sure to watch in the comments below for links to my new newsletter or to gifts or promotions, links to my video page, links to my services. You'll see everything there right in the comments below, and I appreciate you sharing this video, subscribing to my channel, commenting on my videos, sending me all your positive love and light as we're all going through this transitioning time together. Thank you so much, everyone, for following me on Facebook and for your support and your love. I send you many, many angel blessings and much love and light.